My first, worst and only relationship. I have had my first and last relationship at 15 years old. I met this girl, 15, through friends of friends, and she always was very flirty with me. At the time, I was in a deep depression because of severe bullying and insecurities. I had already accepted the fact that I was unlovable because I was ugly. Then, she came and pulled me out of it. I didn't tell anyone from school, just my family. We got together and my depression almost washed away. She was a very troubled girl, and her ex-boyfriend was abusive and got her addicted to green and Nick. Reminder, we were 15 at the time. Her older bro had autism and her family was not really stable. I helped her get over her insecurities a bit, but the addiction was still there. I also smoked at the time, but wasn't addicted and didn't do it often. I always wanted a more grown-up kind of relationship, but she didn't like that. She wanted to have a typical teenish relationship, you know what I mean. 1 week in the relationship, we met a lot of times, and we once had intimacy. She had to use birth control because of the abuse, and we both got tested. It was great, it was my first time and she said I did a good job Lamau. Anyway, we were doing great about 2 weeks in. My family kinda liked her, but they said she was dumb. She was dumb. Really dumb but lovely. Then, I had to go on a camping trip to an air show. It was nice, but during that time, she often said she wanted to go get green from her ex. I always said I didn't want that because I was scared. She started to not text back and when she did, it was very dry. I asked what was wrong and she called me. We were still at the air show, there was a grunge band in the background and planes everywhere, both my favorite hobbies combined. She hung up and I asked what was wrong. Then she confessed to me that she smoked green with her ex and that they had intimacy. Over text. She didn't say she was sorry one time. I was destroyed. I stood still in the crowd staring at my phone, thinking what I should do now. I tried to not cry. We fought over text and I had a feeling she wanted to cheat on me, because I wanted to give her another chance, but she said something like, okay, but I cheated on you. So she didn't even want another chance. I broke off contact with her and still had to sleep in a tent for 2 days. I couldn't cry. That wouldn't be manly, she said. I asked her what was wrong with me and why she broke up with me, and she said I was perfect, but she only needed me to get over her abusive ex-boyfriend and that I was just a stupid rebound. Then she told me the number of exes she already had. I was shocked. 7. And then she said that was normal for people her age. That couldn't be, I thought. She was my first relationship. After that, I fell into a way worse depression than I had before. She took all my hobbies away from me because I was always reminded of the camping trip when I did them. I couldn't find a job because I didn't have motivation at all and didn't get help from anyone. My school grades dropped as well. I passed with a 4, that's a C. I started hurting myself and attempting suicide by taking an overdose of pills. Spoiler, it didn't work. I am 19 now and still didn't have a relationship because my insecurities got 10 times worse. In short, have a weird jaw and teeth and have a big forehead. I could find a minimum wage job that hardly pays my bills. I'm underweight because I can't really afford enough food, and the worst part of all, she is rich and successful. She took over her dad's business and makes $8,000 a month, although she doesn't do a very good job and is still stupid AF. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I can't do this for much longer. I'm a good person. I didn't do anything too bad.